Hello, adventurers, travelers, and friends, and welcome to another Bragworthy Adventures video. I'm your host, Rose, and today I want to talk about the SouthWest Companion Pass. This past year, I went on quite a few trips, and I did some vlogs about them and some videos about them, and maybe you watched them, maybe you don't. But I'm sure that some of my family and friends were wondering how I was doing all these trips. And there is one big reason why, and that is the SouthWest Companion Pass. If you don't know what that is, let's start there. So the SouthWest Companion Pass is a designation you can earn. You attach it to a person. It could be a spouse, could be a friend, could be parent, could be a sibling, doesn't matter, and they become your companion. And then they fly free. I do this because you still have to pay taxes and fees, but most of the time that's not much. They fly free with you wherever you go. Like when I heard about this, I was like, is that possible? You have someone who goes free with you when you fly? Like, that's insane. But it's real, and I had it for the last year. So normally, to qualify for the SouthWest Companion Pass, you need to do 100 one-way flights or earn 110,000 points with SouthWest, qualifying points. So that means points using a SouthWest credit card you have. Sometimes with the SouthWest credit card, they have promotions, and so if you spend a certain amount in a certain period of time, you get 50,000 points right up front, and then you add to that to get 110,000. I think January of 2020, it's going to be actually 125,000 now. But you earn those points within a year period, or you go on those flights within a year period, and as soon as you've earned that in that year, from that point forward, and then for the next full calendar year, you've got your companion pass. That's not how I did it. So the way I did it is a little unusual, and I was shocked that this was a thing, but last year they had a credit card promotion where instead of getting, bam, some points for spending a certain amount of money after opening a credit card with them, you got the companion pass. Now to me, I was like, if I just spend some money to get a companion pass, I'm in. So I talked my husband into it, even though he's a little wary of credit cards. And we opened up a SouthWest credit card last year. The promotion was you had to spend $4,000 in 3 months. Once you had spent that amount and it had synced from your statements to SouthWest, your SouthWest Companion Pass would be active. And then from that point forward to December 31st, which is in like 2 days right now from when I'm filming this, you have your Companion Pass. So that means the whole past year from when I spent that money and it synced with SouthWest to 2 days from now, I've had this companion pass where Micheal has been able to fly free with me wherever we go. We went on 6 different flights where Micheal flew for free. I just can't believe it. I'm actually really frustrated that I won't have it this year, but 6 different flights in 1 year where Micheal flew just for the cost of taxes. One of those flights was international, and so the taxes and fees were quite more than they normally would be. All the flights that we did within the US, the taxes and fees were $11.20. So Micheal joined me on every flight of 5 of those flights in the US for $11.20, and bam, he was with me. It was amazing. Our first flight, we went to Nassau, Bahamas. That was our international flight. We used points for me, and then we used the companion pass for him. Taxes and fees were $112.93. So that's practically its own flight cost, but it's way less than it would have been, right? Like, you're still not paying for the actual ticket, you're just paying for the taxes and fees. We did that so we could go to Atlantis, and I posted a video about waterproof makeup in the Atlantis water park, which was a lot of fun. And Micheal had a ball. He's always wanted to go to Atlantis, so it was just a great reason to start using our companion pass. Our next trip was one that Micheal requested to go to Texas to see his friends and to get barbecue. let's be real, we wanted barbecue, and there's no good barbecue that we have found in Florida. So we used points to get my tickets. So I was $11.20, and then bam, add the companion pass, he was $11.20, and it was $22.40 to go to Texas for the weekend. And I posted a video about all the food we ate too. Then we went to Oklahoma because my sister had a brand new baby and I wanted to meet the little one. Michael wasn't able to go in the end, even though we'd originally paid for his $11.20 ticket, and they refunded us just like normal, so that was great. Then we went to Denver for a family wedding. My ticket was $480 and, let me see, 96 cents. Michael's was $11.20. It was so worth it. We had to go for a wedding, and it was nice that it wasn't as expensive as it otherwise would have been. Then Michael took me on a romantic getaway, which I made a video of that one too, to Asheville, North Carolina. We flew into Greenville, South Carolina, and drove up, and that flight was $352.50 for me, and $11.20 taxes and fees for my husband, who flew free. Finally, the last trip we took, I was in Chicago for business, and so we didn't pay for the flight, and we just added Michael so he could be there for the weekend with me, and that was great. The companion pass was really quite simple to use. I can show you, I actually did some screen recordings because I was hoping to tell you guys about this companion pass, because honestly, my mind is blown. But I'll show you what it was like to add him. It made me a little nervous at first because you have to buy your own ticket, and then only after you've bought your ticket can you add him. I was worried, like, what if there's no more seats or whatnot, but every time it was fine. He always got a separate confirmation number than I did, but everything always worked out fine. We got our tickets, it was like no big deal. It was just like he had a separate reservation for the same flight that I did, and I'd added him on the site. The total we spent on flights for the year of 2019, my flights and then his $11.20 fees, was $1,406.52. Now, if we'd not had the companion pass, this is what the total would have been. It was a little difficult because clearly I told you we used points for some of my flights, so I don't know the exact cost of what my ticket was, but I did some calculations and it would be about $3,282.03 that we would have spent for all these trips. So in essence, we saved $1,875.51 by using this companion pass. So I was in love with the SouthWest companion pass. I want to get it again someday. I will say though, the alternate normal way to get the companion pass is a lot harder. So yeah, my final thoughts would be the SouthWest companion pass is relatively easy to use. It can be a little intimidating at first, but once you have it and you've used it once, it's so easy to just add that person onto your flights. And having this SouthWest companion pass was amazing. So if you ever get the chance, I would say get it. If you need help using it, just DM me on Instagram or something, because I am a huge fan, and I thought it was more than worth it and had an amazing time using it. And I just wanted to share my thoughts and how you can get it, so that if you are struggling to travel, you have a spouse or someone that you would want to travel with, and with the two of you, the costs are just adding up too much, or maybe you have a family, you got little ones and it's just too much for flights. If you can get this companion pass, it can make a difference in how much travel you can do in a year. It definitely did for me. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, bye travelers.